Hey guys, what's up? Here we go. I'm getting ready to work out and this stuff came in the mail and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to focus working out, so we're just gonna put this stuff on the gun real quick. And before I do that, I'm just gonna show it to you real quick. Well, obviously we have the Glock 43X, not obviously, but now it's obvious because I'm holding it, but the Glock 43X with the RMR cut and all that kind of stuff. What we've got, and this all came from Suarez International, however you say that. I saw it was on their site. I kind of made a video about that before on the Range Report, I think. We got their small little Glock 43 style. I think they call it a street comp. I can't remember. Anyway, I don't have the paper with me. But anyway, it's a very small compensator. Woo! Anyway, try not to drop it. Compensator. And then we got their Suppressor Height Sights, the blacked out rears, right? And then a fiber optic front. I could have got tritium, but that costs a little bit more. And in my thinking, I already have a red dot. Yeah, you could have gone tritium and spent more money, but yeah, I just decided not to. I figured fiber optic is probably just as good in my application of this, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna put this stuff on the gun real quick and then I'll show it to you afterwards. So here's before, and there you go. And that's it right there. So that actually looks pretty stinking good. I think it's really, really coming along. Looking through there, well, let's go to this side. This is a full co-witness, right? Not a 1/3. I would prefer 1/3, but on their site, they said that these are the best ones that would work, and that kind of makes sense because this is as high as it goes. This is as high as the RMR goes. If you had a lower third, that might be too low, possibly, I don't know. I just don't prefer how tall this front sight post looks. But in reality, I think in presentation, when we present the gun, I think it's going to make it a little bit easier to pick up that dot, because my understanding of how these work, and I have never had formal training on red dots on pistols, right? I've been taught how to shoot pistols, but not with red dots. That was before my time a little bit. Yes, I'm still young. But you're supposed to go for the front sight post. You're just supposed to go for the irons. And as you continue to present and try to pick up the irons, if you pick up the dot before, like while you're picking up the irons, then that's when you can see the dot and you use the dot. But for whatever case, if the dot's not on, whatever kind of optic you got, maybe you don't have it turned up bright enough, whatever, if you're already going for the irons, then you're already going for it. And you see your irons, you pick it up and you shoot, take your shot. It makes sense. Anyway, I don't even know why I bring all that up, but that is one reason I got a red or green front sight post, because the red dot is red, and I don't want to get some kind of weird confusion thing if it gets real down low like that. I don't want to have two red dots kind of twiddling in and out of themselves. So a green front sight and then a red dot. Anyway, whatever. For whatever it's worth, that was a minute and a half of me rambling about who knows what. But there's the front. That guy actually went on pretty well. I guess the only way to really put that on, maybe I should have made a video about that. But it's pretty simple. You take the slide apart to get the recoil spring out. That guy, the recoil spring, you get him out, and then you can screw on the muzzle brake, screw it all the way on till it's flush with the slide, and then you put your recoil spring on. And the recoil spring actually, well, put it forward, maybe you can see better. It actually kind of rides up in this little cutout right here, so that keeps it left and right from coming a weird angle, because it has to be kind of chambered. In a way, maybe that's a correct term. It has to be in that little cutout, the recoil spring, that little detent that sticks out of the end of the barrel there, or the end of the frame. Slide. Good grief, people. All right. Anyway, it sticks out there, and that kind of holds, it keeps that little brake from moving left and right, really. And then you can screw it in with the two screws, one on this side, one on this side. They kind of go in at an angle, whoop, like that. Pinch the barrel. And yeah, and so I Loctited the barrel, or the brake, and then I Loctited the screws, Loctited the sights. Hopefully they'll be in there. Hopefully they'll work. This does seem to fit on the current setup. It sticks out just a little bit, and if you remember, this holster is not perfect for this setup at all, because it still kind of has some room to slide down. It's kind of weird, and when it does, it maybe pushes out a little bit down here, but that's okay. For now, that's okay until I get an actual tier 1 holster for that. But that's the guy right there. I don't know what I should call this. This is turning out to be a Suarez build, because now we have their cut, we have their sights, we have their brake. I'm very excited about the brake specifically. I've never shot a pistol with a brake, so, you know, if it does anything, I'm going to say it's the best thing in the world because it's the only one I have any, I will have had any time on. So anyway, one con I will say real quick, and then I'll let y'all go. From the pictures, unless I'm looking at different pictures or whatever, it did appear, I thought, that this had the same thing as the agency arms, where it was supposed to have a hole right here for the front sight post to put the front sight on the brake. I thought that was on there. Maybe that's for their bigger versions, for their 19s and 17s and whatnot. I thought it was on there. Not a deal breaker for me. Doesn't make that big a difference, but I thought that that was part of the deal. But I could just be mistaken. Anyway, there you go. Glock 43X. Boom. Right there. A bunch of stuff on it. Catch y'all in the next video. I messed that up. Whatever. Y'all be good to be safe. Catch you in the next video. There you go. Now I said it. All right. Bye.